I'm John Colson from Faculty Commons. If you prefer to use a spreadsheet program like Microsoft Excel, you can easily upload from the spreadsheet to a Blackboard gradebook so that your students can view their grades online. In this podcast, I'll show how to download a Blackboard gradebook to Excel. This is so that it can be modified to record grades and perform calculations. I'll also show how to upload an Excel spreadsheet to the Blackboard gradebook and how to modify the properties of the gradebook so that it will display properly. I'm going to start with showing you how to download the Blackboard gradebook. This is not necessary, but the Excel spreadsheet that's produced will be properly formatted for upload back into Blackboard, so it's a good place to start. To start, you have to be in Teach to see the gradebooks. Go to Teach, down to the gradebook, and you can see here's my blank spreadsheet. I haven't done anything with it. All I need to do is export to spreadsheet. I'm just going to accept the default, export once more, and I'm going to download it. Here's the file as it opens in Excel. It's a CSV file. That means comma separated value. That's the type of file that Blackboard expects to be uploaded to it. Another important feature is that the top row contains only column titles, and it can only be one row wide, so you couldn't space it over two rows. And the last thing that has to be there is this user ID column. You can actually modify everything else here. As long as you have the CSV, the top row has only got column names, and the user ID column is there, you're fine. So now, like in the cooking shows, we'll go to one that's already been done. Okay, so here is the same spreadsheet, only I've modified it. You can see that I've added columns, I've added marks, and the last time I put a grade in as well. Now all I have to do is save this. I'm just going to put this on my document on my desktop to start with, so I can find it more easily and save it. Now I'm done. Now I just need to go back into Blackboard. Okay, we're back in Blackboard and back in the gradebook. So I go import from spreadsheet. And I'm now going to go and find my file, so I browse. It was on the desktop, and it was one that was called Comp 360, whatever I called this one. And it is comma separated, so we just upload. Now, you can see here it's giving me a preview of what's being done. So you can see it's got the user ID column. It says put that in user ID, and it's got all the actual data. Here it's finding all of these as new columns. So it's saying the default is, do you want to add a new column? And that's indeed what we want to do. So I'm just going to import that. And it said didn't import the other thing, so that's fine. And now we can see that our data isn't there. That's the next step. So we want to have all that data displaying so that students are going to be able to see their marks. Go up to the gradebook options, to column settings, and we can see in this row that it's a grade column, but it says no there. So we can select them all by ticking the box there, selects everything, and come down to grade, choose yes, and greater than. Now it says yes. The other thing we might want to do right here is release it to students. So you can see here that says no again. We can do the same thing. We've got them all selected, so we just go to release. Now students can see their grades. We come back to the gradebook. All the marks are there. This podcast showed how to download a Blackboard gradebook to Excel, how to upload an Excel spreadsheet to the Blackboard gradebook, and how to modify the properties of the gradebook so that it will display properly.